Konnichiwa minasan. Selamat datang yang diucapkan kepada anda yang mengikuti sesi ini secara langsung dan juga anda yang menonton telah live stream di Bedah ke sesi kolaborasi Topik-topik.com bersama laman pop culture suka ramai BUZZPOPTV. Seperti biasa saya Kudo Barizu dari laman blog Topik-topik bersama para panelis dari BUZZPOP akan memberi hadap malam ni reaksi dan ulasan episod 8 ke 12 which is pretty much season 2 punya finale SPYxFAMILE yang disiarkan di laman Netflix. I think you can still catch it on Netflix these days because dia tak ni lagi. So bersama saya malam ini panelis terdiri dari Shaz American. How are you today, man?
Yo, sorry for the delay. Hari Ahad ada kerja, so that was a unexpected annoyance. Ingatkan boleh habis by 6 macam tu. Tapi ada some delays. So macam tu datang lambat. Other than that, I think it's an okay start lah for 2024.
Yup. Oh ya, kepada siapa yang tak dapat link sesi last week, sekali lagi kami mengucapkan AKHIRNYA, Happy New Year, selamat tahun baru. Semoga tahun ni will be a blessed one for work and everything else. And of course, Anri Alwi, our isekai waifu hunter and cougar hunter. Cougar lover. Aku tak nampak nama hujung. How are you, man?
Cougar hunter.
Cougar hunter juga. Semua dia nak hunt. Tu dia. You alright,
Konnichiwa, minasan. How's your mom? Okay.
Oh.
Happy belated year semua. Anime 2024 is starting off really good this year. Surprisingly.
That yeah. So before we're gonna talk about that later, but sebelum tu untuk makluman anda yang belum pernah mengikuti sesi ulasan kami, perbincangan kami akan mengandungi spoiler yang berkait dengan episod-episod yang diulas, dan juga kepada anda yang menonton sesi ini setelah live stream berakhir, sila langgan kepada laman YouTube stomachofchhaos.com dan BUZZPOPTV supaya anda tidak ketinggalan untuk menonton live stream kami yang akan datang, dan jangan lupa penyeh butang like. Okay, tapi as with Anri kind of alluded just now, sebelum kita ke sesi ulasan season 2 finale SPYxFAMILE ni, kami ingin berburak ringkas tentang anime yang kami tengok tahun lepas 2023, dan di akhiran sesi ni anime yang kami nantikan dan atau sedang tonton untuk season winter 2024. So jangan ke mana-mana. So mazwa, mari kita renung sejenak diri anime 2023 yang ingin kami ketengahkan. Okay, shall we start with you, Anri? So what have you? I'm going to talk about anime that we've watched this year. Just a quick run. I mean, don't have to wax lyrical too much about it, but just pada siapa yang menonton, sila ke chat untuk memberi senarai atau anime series anda yang anda minat pada tahun 2023, reasons why and all that. So
and if can just tell us off if you agree or disagree with our recommendations lah.
That
it is subjective lah, but I think you can catch what we trying to say lah. At least.
So what have you been watching, Anri?
Okay.
What piqued your interest in 2023?
In 2023, I try to watch everything, at least one episode before I drop it. And I have to say, 2023, I had high expectations and they were not met. Sadly, not met. The only thing that I can say that if you have two anime to watch last year, watch Apothecary Diaries and Vinland Saga Season 2.
Okay.
Pluto was okay for what it is, but it wasn't something that you can say, oh, every episode is great. Some episodes are slow, are so grinding. We can argue on the plot punya cara expand. But for Vinland Saga kan, it's, I mean, a few of the episodes kan you boleh menangis. I mean, Pluto kan, I nangis yang only that one episode with that blind European guy, the North.
Oh yeah. Episode 2 yang episode 1 sorry, North 2 tu.
Yeah, North 2. And Apothecary is funny, and why is every episode is good is because they give you something to look after. I mean, every episode kan makes you want to watch the next episode. Very few anime series in 2023 kan yang boleh buat kita macam tu tau. Even though we have Eminence in the Shadow season 2, it's good and we want to see the next episode, but it's nothing groundbreaking. I enjoyed it. Apa lagi? Even the one that we'll be discussing today, Spy Family kan, okay, every episode is okay so far, good. Which is the problem. Season 1 is great. You compare season 2 and season 1, right? I think season 1 in terms of story kan, and plot kan, they had an advantage now. Season 2 is like they're trying to maintain some sort of tempo kan to carry on for the next season now. And I think it's because of the movie kan, the code white yang akan lakukan kan, is because I think that macam discounts a lot of the quality for season 2. Happens for My Hero Academia. There's a movie that
I can see that. Yeah. I can see your point. Yeah.
I think that's about it now from my side.
Because bila you sebut pasal Spy Family punya quality semua, we'll touch on that masa kat harapan nanti, because I got a point that got mentioned as well about this series. But let's not jump the gun. Shaz, so what did you enjoy this year?
Okay, aku punya top 3 is very straightforward. Number 1 is Spy Family.
Okay.
Because aku memang suka kebodohan Anya dengan family dia ni. It's really stupid and funny. Number 2, basically I would put this top 3 ni not in actual ranking.
No. It's okay. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Number 2, I enjoyed Demon Slayer, the Swordsmith punya arc. So that was a good arc lah, because you could see a lot of demons dying. You can see a lot of the heroes punya character growth juga. And the fact that the swords matter kan.
Yeah.
The quality of the sword goes to show that dia punya, how shall we put it, their powers are not magical lah in that sense. It's all based in reality. Cuma they imagine all those art styles sajalah in their mind.
Yeah.
And then last kali, as much as there's a lot of things I may complain about it, I actually enjoyed Bleach 1000 Year punya Blood War.
Yeah.
We may complain about the direction it went, but
it improved, didn't it?
I did not read this arc. So I came in totally like fresh. So tiba-tiba when you say, orang mati weh. People are dying. It's like, ini tone baru. So it was
in a way, it's going in the direction that you were complaining about, and in a way macam, yay. I mean, it's happening,
Itulah. Because kalau tidak, you get overly stretched storylines. Di mana I'm stronger than you. In this case, Bleach, they still follow that recipe, but it is not played out or dragged out lah. That's important. Honorable mention, I would say, is Ijiri Naide Nagatoro San. Ada season 3 ke kami? Aku tak ingat.
Aku tak sure. I bet you adanya lah.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a next season lah, because the manga is still going on.
Oh ya ke? Okay lah, that's
Yeah.
good lah. That's good. Because this one is just another brainless punya fun.
Yep. Exactly.
Cuma it's just that kadang-kadang dia punya jokes tu are pretty repetitive. So you may want to watch like not binging sekali 10 episode. Mungkin one or two. Kind of like SPYxFAMILY punya format sekarang lah. You cannot really afford to watch like sekali 10 episode. You akan jalan.
Yeah, you probably go
2 episode lepas. But I would like to add one more thing I forgot to mention. So mungkin tak overlay. Gundam Build Metaverse is officially aku punya, how should I put it minor or this my main disappointment lah. Tapi that's the thing, I'm not sure if it's a disappointment because I
was that an anime, this metaverse thing that you're talking about? Alright.
There was a Gundam Build Metaverse punya 3 episode OVA. It was on Gundam Info punya YouTube channel.
I see.
The thing is, I'm not sure if we can call it a disappointment because I did not have high hopes for it. But there was a lot of wasted potential. Oh look, unit ni. Ini ada sejarah lama, we're going to fight. Masuk ke scene lain.
Can I stop you there? This Gundam Metaverse, is it like a new story, standalone story, or is it like, as the name implies, it mixes all the different Gundams? Like, ada buat keluar dah, kotak dah. Yeah.
I think this was one of the new ones.
I see.
So basically, it was you know that a lot of Gundam series is memang to sell Gunpla kan. But this one was like the characters, they just reuse a lot of the old characters, which is good. Banyak fans suka when you reuse old characters, but they barely get any screen time yang meaningful.
Yeah ke? Okay.
And they introduce a character which is how to put it, dia bagi karakter yang kita tak boleh nak relate. Tak sampai 3 episode and you have to deal with all other cameo guest stars, which do not resolve the hero from Build Fighters siri yang pertama against Build Fighters Build series yang keempat about to clash. Lepas tu dia tak tunjuk, dia move to the main character balik. So I'm like, what? Tak best tau. They did it once way back in the original first Build Fighters. They did not show the resolution of the one of the biggest fights. And they did it non-stop within this 3 punya ni. So I enjoyed what I could, but I was hoping for more lah. Because they keep dodging the question whether adakah pilot A versus pilot C versus pilot E, siapa yang hebat antara diorang tiga. They leave it to our imagination. So unfortunately, by not showing us this fight punya resolutions, even any majority of the special new moves dengan mecha baru kan, and the fact that the new main character dengan villain pun macam like, I don't care about you bro. Dah lah aku tak suka dia punya suit punya design macam like, and if I'm not mistaken, tak silap aku nama suit dia was LAH La. So like La Gundam macam like,
Lah Gundam lah.
For the Japan, it doesn't mean anything weird. But kita macam like, alamak.
Yalah,
but it's something to be expected lah. I just wish they could have done more. But for 2024,
I will do the 2024 at the end of the program.
Right.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end of the program. So guys, we'll catch our anticipation for this year lah. I've got a very quick list. Probably some a bit repetitive. I like Anri, I did watch Apothecary, but I've dropped it not because aku tak suka. Aku tahu because dia 2 core, it's still going on now. So I'm gonna continue to watch it. Yeah, Bleach was a good mention by this. But one of the I was clowning on this, but at the same time I was quite well impressed with this idiotic source title of an anime, which is the 100 girlfriends that love me. It's basically the ultimate harem manga / anime. It's actually well drawn. It's actually non-hentai, non-ecchi. It's got ecchi dia pun macam as much nudity as you get with any normal anime. But it's actually quite funny. It actually takes the piss, really. I mean, why would they have a story with 100 girls? So at the moment, anime ni mula-mula kita ingat ada 4 aja girls, tapi actually the 5th girl, which is the one on the screen, and I alluded to when we were talking about this, masa Anri, I dengan Nazir were doing the anime to anticipate for autumn 2023, that one of the characters is the mother of one of the girls that he was actually dating, and that episode actually was the second last episode, and that's the mom, voiced by Uesaka Sumire. It's funny. It's really funny. Dia macam it's not like macam just for the sake of the horniness ke apa tau dia tunjuk. Dia benda-benda macam bodoh, macam ada one character ni dia tak erti berenang. One of the girls jatuh dalam air. All of them jumped in, including the one tak boleh berenang. Lepas tu one of the other girl had to go save that girl and had to do, and all of that is in the background tau. Dia tak tunjuk tu as the main scene. Kau tengok kat belakang tu macam bodoh banggang. I mean, it's that kind of anime. So I'm like, it's quite well thought out series. So if anybody likes to watch this, I recommend this. Quickly, we're going to mention this again, but Freerun was actually I really enjoyed this. We've got the second core coming out. I mean, not coming out on Friday. That's start that second core. A very slow burn, emotionally tinged story about fantasy punya party nak try. This time their quest is basically to go up north, but not trying to spoil it. Just watch it. It's actually quite good. So anybody who loves fantasy stories in the lines of Lord of the Rings, this is actually a very good anime. The cara dia even talk about the past to cover the storyline is done in a way that you don't feel like alah flashback lagi, tak. Very seamless, very nice. Because yang bestnya, the premise of the story, it starts after they killed the big bad. So umpamakan kau tengok Lord of the Rings, dah bunuh Sauron, baru cerita tu start. So this is actually one of the series which everybody quite like, and this is famous for toppling Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood off the top 1 spot on MAL. So we'll see how long that lasts, but apparently it's still there. Well, there you go. The other one, just a quick one, we did mention about this last week. We did a session, 2 hours, 40 minutes. This was actually one of the best. I've watched a couple of anime films this year, including basketball show tu apa, the first Slam Dunk, and so forth. Tapi Heron was something that, as a diehard Miyazaki fan, didn't disappoint. Yeah.
Slam Dunk was 2023.
Dah lepas lah. Yeah. In fact, 2022.
Waktunya timeline dah kalau kabur.
Hey, dude.
Definitely top 5 lah tu.
Cuti hari Isnin dah kacau kau punya year punya continuation juga.
Also kerja pun dah banyak sangat pening kepala.
Aduh. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't have an overlay for this, but I think I did a video on this as well. So, okay, anyway, we spoke about Heron at length last week, so you guys will probably know how much I was gushing over it. But this one, okay, disclaimer. Last week, one of the penonton tanya dekat chat, kata bila nak cakap pasal Jujutsu Kaisen, because I pun dulu dengan bangganya dan bangga / macam terpaksa kata, okay, we're gonna cover the second core of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 so that we can put it all together lah, because then I had a couple of people in mind. Jamal and Arif were two of the BUZZPOP people who actually watched this and read this earnestly lah. Tapi due to certain events in the second core, I knew that was going to happen. Biasalah, ada orang cakap Justru saya rasa ni, kalau kita tak minat pun, kita tahu cerita dia. Pasal orang tak berhenti cakap dekat social media. Macam setengah orang dah tahu what's happening now, who died, who's going to die. Even I know that because I don't even have to. I even drop buying the manga. Bukan drop, saya tak nak beli. Nantilah beli, sambung lagi. Tapi macam, nantilah. So, it's actually one of the things that I have to admire lah, this anime. Despite the fact the problem MAPPA had, whether this is hyperbole ke tak, ada orang kata some of the episode lagi berapa jam nak tunjuk, dia baru siap. Kind of thing tau. Then kau tengok kan macam, cantik juga. Gila saya diorang ni, kalau kata tak boleh balik rumah lah apa semua. Tapi they did their job. But itulah masalahnya, dia macam, I know, vicious cycle. There are some fans unfortunately yang non-cognizant of the fact that there is an issue at MAPPA, and diorang, give me my anime, where is it, and diorang tak tahu pun. Tapi well, it's so from that aspect, it's a very well done series lah. And I watched the two not tear-jerking, tapi it's like, hoi, what to do kan. And yes, it's in Malaysia, it's not in anywhere else, regardless what you like to say. Okay, yes, agreed with Shaz on Demon Slayer, although I preferred the second season. This one was, as I said, I'm going to say it again, I don't watch Initial D, I didn't read Initial D, but I think you have to watch Initial D. Benda-benda macam ni baik tengok daripada baca. Tapi besides so this was written by the person who did Initial D, which I still forgot, so memalukan saja. Tapi I quite like it. I quite like it. Dia tunjuk dekat Amazon Prime. So Shaz, you didn't get to watch this, right? Or you don't have Prime?
I subscribe Amazon Prime.
Kita tengok. I mean, I think you saw the trailer, didn't you? Dengan kita sekali hari tu. Apa yang kau cakap, oi, lukisan sama. Yalah, because author sama kan. So macam, look at the girls here. The one on the left most yang rambut brown, dark brown panjang, tu lah dia. But Bongo Mami. Anyway, so but Bongo Mami aside. And the last one is this. This was a summer anime. Baru habis. I don't know what the problem with Bot Films was, because at the beginning when they first started, they had help from another studio which the names escape me, a very famous one, and number 2 was inside the credits. And then before they kind of stopped for that short hiatus, the name of the other studio hilang. And then dekat social media, the company macam relax, tak kata sorry ke apa, dia macam yeah, we're gonna show this episode again, and in the end over Christmas they finish it up. And it's quite a good, well, the story is dependent on the manga lah, tapi macam animation pun cantik. So well, I'm not sure lah whether they're going to sambung for the next season or not. So did you get to watch this, Anri?
I watched it. I liked it a lot. It's one of my favorite animes to watch. But because of the break kan, momentum kan, it's like, oh no, I'm like, I have to cut off my steam kan, so that I will not feel that bad missing it every week for next 2-3 months, which is bullshit.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's our take lah on 2023 anime, and kepada mana kita akan ke anime yang kami nantikan 2024 at the end of this session for Spy Family. So seperti biasa kita akan ke reaksi satu ayat. Okay, right. Reaksi satu ayat saya is for some reason, despite this season promised a very good action, bukanlah sequence and episodes lah, episode that action feel, because when you read the manga it's very intense. It was a bit underwhelming. I was expecting a bit more. I do not know why. Ni bukan nak jadi contrarian ke apa. I just felt like alah macam ni je. Should I look at the manga again to see whether have I been hyping it up too much? But I was a bit disappointed with that. I mean, whether or not it's got anything to do with what Anri was saying about, because if you look at the trailers for Code White, that looks very intense. And then kita pun tak tahu, because you know this is supposed to be a family yang tak tahu what each other can do, and yet I don't think they are working in concert, because you know wouldn't be working with LOID to sort this problem out. So it will be quite interesting to see how it unfolds in the actual film. Dalam trailer tu nampak macam everything happening at once, because Anya pun involved. And yet, if you look at this this season, that's what happened. Nampak macam dari jauh, they're going on a ship where shenanigans happen, but you know for this how the dynamic of the family is, you won't be seeing them working together. But slightly underwhelming. So Shaz, what do you think of this season 2 on the whole?
The cruise ship was the best arc until today lah. That's what I would say. Sebab dia punya, how to put it sebab it really showcased all of the parents punya abilities, and Anya having to always second guess herself, how do I help? Feeling I can help. That was the funny part lah.
Apa Anri?
I agree with Caleb Paul. Season 2 is underwhelming, and because of a lot of reasons. The York arc kan, the 3 episode yang dia lawan atas kapal tu kan, I think what you're going to see in Code White kan is going to be something like that tau, where one of the characters, LOID or York kan, are going to kick ass, but for season 2 I think they purposely focus a lot on York because of the Street Fighter 6 punya collaboration now. Yang I think you've seen the trailer kan, Chun-Li tau. And then they're saving a lot of materials kan to focus on the movie. So season 2 doesn't get the top priority treatment as it should lah. And then that's why I feel kan, a lot of these episodes kan, it feels like, you know, a lot of these episodes kan, even though they focus like these 3 kan, they just probably stretching out. And those episode yang lain kan, yang ada satu episode focus on certain storyline kan, they just feels unimportant fillers now, you know. Macam that episode where LOID dengan the dog kan, I'm not talking about the last episode. There was also another episode in season 2 kan. They did the same thing. They reconnect, re-strengthen their bonds together. It's not just about training. It's about having fun, being a dog, enjoying themselves, being family unit and pet and stuff like that. But luckily, this last 4 or 5 episodes, we also have the best episode for season 2, which actually has one episode that I enjoyed a lot.
We'll talk about it. Yeah. Naga. Tapi macam I think about the comparison, the tying in of the Street Fighter thing yang ada. Nak katakan tu mungkin dari segi animation ke apa tak tahulah, tapi dari segi jalan cerita dia memang dah ditulis dalam manga. It's in the manga pun memang it's more of a your thing. I think this was a bit because Garden was being introduced for the first time, including that of the shopkeeper, and LOID was down to just babysitting duties and defusing bombs and not much else. I think also because he was cognizant of the fact there was lots of Australian secret service people in there, so he couldn't show off too much lah. Good. Actually tadi, sorry, sebelum kita orang start, I dah minta kat orang suruh bagi komen apa anime apa yang diorang minat masa 2023. Catherine, the great thanks for your input. He's mentioned Under Ninja, and Hell Paradise. Under Ninja, I did think of watching it, but I didn't. Did you get to watch it, Anri or Shah?
I miss watching even one episode. That's my fault. I probably watch it later and make a comment about it lah. But it fell under my radar, and that's very rare.
Yeah, we did see it quickly masa kita buat the sesi untuk anticipate apa.
But when it comes to Hell Paradise kan, we had a lot of expectations. But when we review it kan, we told them that a lot of things kan, especially the story kan, we feel frustrated now.
Yes, yeah. That was quite understandable juga for some reason. But anyway, kita sekarang ke segmen kita yang seterusnya, which is basically we'll get down to the episode lah. Okay, so in essence, I didn't prepare much other than the technical bit for this discussion. We'll just go with the flow lah. In essence, what we are picking up is after in episode 8. I mean, bisa kita potong kat tengah, relatively almost tengah, 8 to 12, 7, slightly beyond more than half. So in the discussion yang kita orang ada last time, we covered some bits of the beginning of the cruise fight. So I think by the end of it, we were just the lawan Mamat yang pegang yang mata juling, mata besar, janggut yang ada pedang melekat dekat chain tu kan. So in essence, so episode 8 onwards was the bit where I think the title was called what we are doing this for kind of things, which is this is the second last episode yang tunjuk lah the combination of the actual fight for this. I mean, in coming back to Syaz, what did you think? Adakah anda rasa puas hati dengan the kind of action that you saw in this compared? Obviously, this was the first time that we saw a lot of good action. I think the last one we saw was possibly masa your kahwin dengan LOID kot, but that's about it lah. What do you think?
I think for me the action was great because all this time most of their work has been against incompetent people.
Yes.
So this is the first time dia punya skill is actually tested to the point where she almost lost. If it wasn't for like plot ni. By right, if she reached that point, she would have lost already lah. But yeah, I was very happy lah with the variety of opponents and the fact that how do we put this? Dia punya the villains lost only because of your being more skilled.
Yeah.
And later on dia dengan director dia, they are more skilled and more ruthless. Dia bukan macam James Bond villain. I will kill you now. No. They went straight for the kill when they needed to.
Because there were like instances in which you feel that it was kind of happenstance, tapi macam by the time when kind of like at the end of the bit where she fought the dalam overlay tu Mamat kat atas ni yang ada rambut panjang yang pretty much the samurai like character, tapi muka macam what the bad guy from the Three Musketeers. Like a Frenchman, blonde Frenchman with long hair. You know, like because when Anya baling the stiletto blade kan, because she lost one and dia pakai baling ke, and by chance tertutup buntut two guys. And then obviously that made her pick it up and the fight lah. Have you got anything to add with regard to this fight on the ship?
I think the fight was well done. I enjoyed the episode, but it seems on purpose kan, it's your focus episode making her look good in the franchise lah for these 3 episodes lah. Dia punya fighting style kan, for your right, it's a lot of mixture macam Chun-Li campur yang pencak nujum lah, the Fist of North Star tau, where she just needs like one hit to take down an opponent tau, and that is true tau. Orewa Shinderu. Jangan sekali mati tau.
Yeah. Sorry, this episode wasn't called Who is this mission for? Because that was the title for the episode yang habis and in the last discussion. I think because masa fight tu pun kita perasan macam Yo banyak I don't know whether soliloquy is the correct word to use here, but she's kind of like banyak reflecting on herself about the whole thing that she's doing, you know, working for garden, protecting her brother, protecting her country, but now she's got a family. So because at the moment, what do you think? Do you think that you just worry that this is going to be short-lived? Katalah dia mungkin at the moment fikir untuk retire and be with this fake family, but she doesn't know that her fake husband is the enemy for the country. It's going to be very heartbreaking. Anri, sorry.
I think we discussed this in the first season dengan even with Nick kan, and he was doing the review. We told I mentioned that Yor dengan Lloyd kan, they are lying to each other and lying to themselves kan about the situation that they are in right now. And I'm glad that they actually raised this issue kan, Yor kan. I told you among Lloyd dengan Yor kan, she's an assassin, but she's a better person than Lloyd. Lloyd continues to lie to himself for the sake of doing his job. Yor is lying to herself for the sake kan of protecting the people around her. It's not selfish. Okay, selfish lah because she wants to protect her loved ones, but her loved ones take priority over her. Lloyd kan, dia punya priority is to himself because he must finish the mission. If you see that, and now we see kan from this season kan, it's your base. Your is asking yourself all these questions kan. Why deserve to live? Kan? Why am I fighting? Am I a good person? She never had to ask kan, will people miss me if I die? Am I a good person if I die? Will I be remembered fondly from other people? Because right now, the only people who know the real me are the people that I killed. Okay, that's a very good plot to include in the future story. I'm pretty sure the next season kan, if they want to do Lloyd punya focus punya episode kan, Lloyd will ask questions macam, why am I doing this family bullshit for Project Strix? Is it worth it? Can I do something else? Because I feel terrible for continuing to lying to Anya and Yor, especially Yor, because she's just a person I'm using, and Anya, you know, she's in the plot, but she's a kid, so I can manipulate her, which makes him feel more bad. We're going to see a lot of this emotional drainage along the story, even though this is a fun spy thriller comedy series. So it's gonna get dark the longer it goes lah. If you ask me how the stories will progress.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna add one more thing. I think kepada kita yang tak baca manga mungkin akan bersetuju. Bukan nak kata Andri salah, Andri is correct, but but one thing I like to point out, Yor isn't the only person that's got a back history to explain her motivations in how she feels about the whole thing, you know, like protecting her family, brother, etc., the country. This is the current English volume, which is volume 10. As you can see, there's a boy sitting in the ruins with a gun, and that's Lloyd. The budak. So basically, it tells you his backstory, all the way to how he got, employed by the agency lah, and taken under the wings of the. God, keep me. What's your girlfriend's name? Miss. Dia punya ni handler. Sherwood. Miss Sherwood, yeah. Because Miss Sherwood herself is one piece of work herself. So there is something beneath that cool exterior, because she is cool. Yeah, so that will be seen in the next season, but we'll talk about that in Harapan lah. Okay, yeah, just now I said the episode nama salah. So nama episode ni was actually the Symphony upon the Ship. So as you could see from the fireworks at the back, so all the fireworks were pretty much masking the noise made by the fight on the deck of the ship. But your side, mari kita tengok what was Lloyd doing in the meantime. Okay. This is not like a next episode. Well, kind of mixture of this episode and the next. Which is the next episode is when you have the hand that connects to the future, was the title, episode 9, mission 34. And now we could see that Lloyd does more because of the fact that I can't remember, it was Anya ke yang terdengar yang orang kata ada bomb around the ship.
Yeah.
If I can, yeah.
Yep.
But just to remind everybody, so Lloyd was on babysitting duties, and I thought that bit was quite typically ridiculous in a Japanese kind of way. Kau Jepun ni kadang-kadang macam kalau kita tengok wayang atau drama, diorang macam OTT sikit. Macam tak natural tau dia punya joke. So this is seen very much, for example, in the shop scene where he was trying to placate Anya nak beli kitchen. What do you think of Lloyd's trying to be a father to Anya in this particular context? Because selama ni kita tengok dia macam buat homework kind of thing.
Aku rasa this is the most perfect example to show that kau belajar banyak macam mana pun, matters of the mind and matters of the heart is two completely different things. So even if Anya did not have psychic powers and ESP and whatnot, she is a child ultimately.
Yep.
So kau tak boleh prepare for her as a parent. So dia nak menunjukkan that Lloyd ni hebat gila, segala benda dia dah baca, dah boleh buat, dia sekarang macam-macam, suara tukar dengan budak kecoh ni kan. Aku tak ada idea, aku tak faham. Help me kind of reaction. So it's perfect. It goes to show that ultimately children ni kau tak boleh nak layan. And as you can see the opinion antara aku dengan Anri kan, aku suka Anya punya antik, Anri tak suka Anya punya antik. Memang budak macam tu lah. They tend to be like, either you love them to death or you just hate them gila-gila punya.
Aku kalau nak cakap lah, if that was, because this is a cartoon and she's adorable, so aku boleh lah kata aku suka. Tapi katalah tu anak aku. Aku mungkin stress kot.
Oh yeah. Everybody likes kids until they have to take care of one.
Yeah.
Itu je. That's the biggest issue.
Macam rasa macam binatang lah pula. Sorry, not trying to compare kids with animal, but you know, it's like aku nak sangat bela hamster ke kucing ke, but then I was like, nanti kalau diorang sakit, let alone sakit, mati. I had a hamster many years ago and I was an adult and I didn't recover after that. Never again. I told myself, sorry, Anri.
Ikan is the easiest. Sebab dia either hidup sehat or mati.
Macam mana? Ikan
Paling senang, goldfish. Dia either live well or is dead. So kau tak sempat nak tengok dia merana, kau tak sempat tengok dia sakit, dia just tiba-tiba one day tengok dah mampus.
Okay, ni going off a bit on the
you jaga satu ekor je, you will not affect any of the rest of the fish.
I'm going off on a slight tangent here. I don't know whether you've watched it before. You might be able to look for it on YouTube. How this guy treated this goldfish. Dia tengok dia warna hitam tu goldfish ni, macam melirik, rupanya dia sakit. Slowly dia bagi makan, tukar air. It became the most beautiful golden looking goldfish. The black pigment all gone. Yeah.
But nanti kau share yang tu. Menarik juga.
I'll find it. I'll put it in the chat. Anyway, so basically, so now and then Lloyd has to pretty much tackle the bombs and all that. But one interesting thing though, I can't remember. I'll check. I'll do a fact check. Tapi in the process when he was looking for the bombs is one thing, but what happened to the last two guys in this little nak kata organization pun tak juga. They were pretty disorganized because they were like pretty much okay, ini a bunch of duit, korang tak kisahlah dari mana korang datang sini, get this
open contract lah.
Widow and anak of this mafioso that they were on about. So Anri, what did you think of how they had the story handled the bad guys? Do you think that they met their end, or do you think they're still alive, and could it be a possible plot for the future that they'll be around?
I don't think they'll be appearing anytime soon lah. I think they're not supposed to be they're not meant to become serious antagonist characters lah.
Yeah.
You know, the last thing we see from them is they're trying to swim on board the Rafka before being eaten by a school of sharks. That's the thing.
We saw the sharks kan circling
around. But it doesn't mean that they're dead.
Yeah,
you have to testing kan. Okay, even if they survive kan, do you think they're going to continue going into this line of work after shooting death? So barely. So I don't think we'll see them again, or at least we see them going after y'all.
Right.
It's going to be a one-way ticket lah next time.
Yeah, just a quick look. Your answer was faster than I thought. Yeah, it doesn't really say but it doesn't really show much in the actual manga. The bomb blew out of the boat, and the two guys got blown into the sea lah. Susah gila bila nak
Disney punya moment lah.
So
at this point, we're more likely to see y'all versus M. Bison than anyone else lah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know why. This is the thing. This is the reason why I thought it was a lot more intense in the manga, because I guess because this is being watched by children, the studios have to tone things down. But this is how he met his end. Mak tangan yo masuk dekat cucuk the. I mean, they've shot her stab people in the past, but this is like pretty much. I can't remember them seeing it. Probably have to watch it again.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Did she? Okay.
She killed him like that. Yeah, underneath the soft tissue under the skull. Yeah.
You know, like that, this is why masa aku duk baca tu, I was looking forward for the episode. You know, with scenes like this, you go like, whoa, gila lah. I mean, I remember masa kita duk discuss the last season, and by that time aku dah baca, I was so excited macam nak, can't wait for season 2. You guys gonna wait. You guys gonna love it. But not that I didn't love it. As you guys said, I mean, I'm not playing it down. I've just felt that, God, it could have been a bit more. But then this is when I guess they are a victim of their own success, in the sense that a lot of people like Anya, especially children as well. So this is the bit where I'm going to mention this now lah, I guess, because it's susah juga nak jump on this topic. Like, I think by now kita dah tengok season kedua ni. I'm not saying that it's not a good series. It is a good series. I enjoy it. But this is not like 9 out of 10 gila punya franchise, gempak gila. Because you have to bear in mind the success behind this in Japan, at the very least, is due to a lot of other things, like picking merchandise, collaborations with clothes companies, restaurants like Burger King. Everybody, and the studio is quite clever. I mean, a lot of anime studios do things like pop-up shops, pop-up cafes, and people just go to them in droves. Not just that, manga and everything else lah. So they've got a lot of things going to make sure the hype is up there, because they're not going to advertise it just like on page 44 of a newspaper. It's out there, big billboards in Shibuya, on videos in Shinjuku. Everybody's going to be hyped. Tapi macam cerita dia okay, funny, but let's hope Endo maintains the degree of interest, because for this. One little thing that I guess in this aspect of the fight episode, I think just the last bit I need to mention is the bit where was being reflective of why she's doing this, and as we said that one of the things was it stemmed from the fact that she was wanting to protect her brother, kan, because obviously their parents were dead. Sebabnya tak beritahu tak lagu, tapi I think it's something to do with the war again. Again, adding to that nationalistic semangat that Yor has. But they did a short episode which is in the manga yang masa Yuri demam tu. Korang ingat tak? What do you think of that short episode? Yang herbal tea. The herbal tea episode at the end of the fight. Did you remember that?
I can't remember.
Because there was a flashback to Yor went to the forest to gather all the herbs, and she got like bengkak because she went through all the poisonous nettles to find this ingredient, and this herbal tea is gila haram, tak sedap. But then tak ingat lah. Chef, kau ingat episode? It was at the end of episode 34, I think.
Aku tak suka adik dia bangang tahap lain. Oh, because this tastes exactly like my sister buat. Therefore aku dah semangat balik like, wow, kau punya sister kau terlampau kuat weh.
And then dalam episode ni
dia tak sedar. So like, oh, so you're happy now because your sister is back. Dia macam nak tanya officer colleague dia kan, how you know? Bang, kau punya locker nothing but sister kau punya.
Yes, aku baru nak cakap gambar-gambar macam bubur gambar model, gambar kakak sial. Siskon, ultimate siskon, gila babi ya. This is herbal tea. Okay, anyway, so I guess itulah, not much can be said otherwise apart from it. They wipe the slate clean with the bad guys, and it'll be quite interesting thing though to find out. I mean, this is definitely, I mean, obviously Yor and her manager on behalf of Garden to protect the people, but siapa dalang yang bayar this group of assassins? You know, a lot of people comes into play. One could be Donovan Desmond himself, because dia macam, you know, dia ex-prime minister tapi he's still powerful. Dia nak plan for a war with the West kind of thing, and so forth, because we do not know. So whether that's that, or whether this could be from the West themselves. You know how it is with politics. Orang yang konon baik, dia yang trigger cucuk sarang tebuan, and then bila perang, oh tak apa, biar saya tolong. And you guys got any thoughts on who could have employed this bunch of people?
If I'm betting a side, I think it's Western racists lah. And all these assassins are just freelancers, not tied to any position. Yeah. So so I'm saying this is probably the capitalist punya way to do the work lah. So West racists is my number one suspect lah.
Okay, so all good things come to an end. But not an end actually, but after all the fighting, they finally got together, as we can see. As we can see now. So this is a bit lah. I guess they have to show this obviously, because kau naik kapal, kau pergi cuti kan. This episode was just like just showing comedy hijinks, kind of expected. This is what I'm worried about with this franchise. Aku suka, don't get me wrong, aku suka. Aku takut aku get tired of it. What do you guys think of this lepak-lepak episode? You know, going swimming, going cycling, and all that, Anri?
It's just a filler episode for the after an intense story arc lah, if you ask me lah. They purposely doing it for the fans lah. All these hiking, resisting macam Sardinia Italy, whatever it is.
Santorini.
Santorini. It's just a filler episode at that point lah. I'm pretty sure it appears in the book, but it feels like something that they throw just to calm the mood after intense storyline. And that's about it.
Yeah.
Season 1 of Spy Family was excellent. If you're going to give it a rating, it's like 9 out of 10. Season 2, at this point, I think 7 out of 10 is actually a fair rating because of all the bullshit that's happening behind the season punya production lah. I takut they will suffer the fate macam One Punch Man punya series tau. One Punch Man season 1 was like 10 out of 10 tau. It's very entertaining.
And then season 2 went downhill. Was the manga like that?
Yeah, no. The manga was actually told the story better, but after some time even the manga rasa macam dragging tau. It feels like from 10 turun kepada 4 to 3 out of 10. And baru hari ni atau semalam berita yang One Punch Man season 3 Mappa and Bones are going to be involved, but I know for a fact it's going to be disappointing because the source material itself didn't make me impressed. You don't see people talking about One Punch Man much nowadays they're not hyping it up like Vinland Saga or like One Piece or Jujutsu Kaisen. Silence.
It's just a pity really. Yeah.
It's a pity. So I takut this is what I'm afraid for Spy Family tau. They had good seasons, excellent seasons, and then they're going to they will not say drop the ball. They're just going to bounce it, and then the fan base will feel betrayed, and then just leave the franchise, and then watch something else because there's a lot of things happening up.
Yeah. Let's hope. Aku tak ingat whether One Punch Man tukar studio at all or not with them.
They did. Yeah. But there's no excuse.
That's not the excuse, is it?
But there's no excuse because the source material was there for them to focus and build upon. I know that that's not an excuse, but the thing is the fact that they changed at the same time when it went downhill, because kalau the original studios did well by the book, and you could argue that it possibly could have been better in the second season if the original studio stayed with it. It could have been better, but they didn't do it better.
It could have,
That's about it.
Yeah, I know. But what I meant was, it happened because they wanted to tukar, so whether to think that it's got nothing to do with the change of studios, totally.
I don't think the studios mattered. No. The studios would not have mattered because kalau you compare One Punch when it first came out, dia punya mind-blowingness wow, what is this madness going on right here It was fresh, it was something new. And then when it came to season 2, the story became more plot-driven.
And
I don't know, I'm not sure, but it became more of the same, but at the same time, it lost the appeal of what was the thing that drove us to it. So that's why it felt a bit we lost some interest, some steam kat situ lah. You compare dengan let's say Gundam series. Even the Gundam series will have mecha upgrades, changes and whatnot to keep things what is new with this suit. And then there will be like backstabs, there will be alliances, kadang-kadang gaduh internal pun ada. So there's a lot of things to keep you engaged. One Punch is more of the same. So the initial shock and surprise factor dah kurang. And now it's trying to introduce different style of storytelling, which is significantly different than the previous season, which is like, I'm just gonna kill you off one shot, or I'm just gonna dodge you around for a few minutes, then finish you off. So people who watched it only for the gag punya fights, now suddenly you have a generic.
Ada cerita, ada plot.
So sekarang ni, kalau kita compare dengan Spy Family ni, for me it always has been about the characters and their stupidity. So whatever shenanigans, slice of life punya story, they get thrown in, as long as they remain true to the character, I'm okay. So dia macam
dia tak tukar character lah,
Jamal probably can tell you better lah what is plot driven, story driven, character driven. But for me, as long as they don't change, but grow as a character, I'm okay. One Punch, the characters did not change, but the storytelling changed.
So because they focus more on Garo than Hatama. And then we're not so interested in Garo. We know dia punya story background, they focus on and drag it, and we just lose interest. A lot of people don't quit before the series end, not caring how it ends.
Okay, kita ada komen daripada kategori on One Punch Man season 2 memang cerita dalam manga lebih melalut sikit, sebab tu season 2 dia macam ada kurang 12 episod je. So it looks like the source material pun tukar, like yalah, as you guys said lah, you should explain why it changed the tapi back to the bit, I mean, as much as I said, it's like a bit worrying that things are going, let's hope it doesn't go downhill. I mean, but like Shaz correctly says, as long as the character drives the plot as well, with regard to their own foibles, for their own idiots, kebodohan dia. I mean, I like the bit dalam masa cuti ni. I mean, what do you like about this episode? I mean, I think the one that made me remember the stupid thing when they orang naik their tandem bicycle, and Yo as usual kayuh macam nak orang gila, and then they went surfing, right?
So
You're the V8 Egypt.
That is a good example lah. All those that short montage of the holiday, showing all kinds of things normal people do, but how they would do it instead is perfectly in line with the pace and expectation yang kita expect. The kind of storytelling style that we expect from these characters. Dia tak ada tiba-tiba macam dia jadi super serious macam Death Note punya storytelling style. There's always, an element of comedy is coming. It's just like kat bila. And when it's time to fight, yes, people will die. Actual fights will happen. But there's always, because we care for the character, like, alamak, jangan you kena cedera kat muka. Oh no. So you are engaged because of the characters. The only story, the episodes they're in take second stage.
Okay. Anyway, today's session macam tambah satu sikit, because the way I've been dividing the discussion. This is still the same chapter, but we're going to approach it in a totally different angle, because I want to talk about this outside the holiday session. So kita segmen seterusnya. So before we go on to that, I just want to quickly mention this is something that I tend to selalu lupa, which is the music. I think about a few weeks ago they announced that you can actually now download on Spotify and Apple Music or whatever streaming music punya platform to download the soundtrack album if you're that much go, I can't talk today. So kalau korang minat lah, kalau korang berminat dengan music anime, other than the anisong context macam opening song, ending song, just a quick mention, this music in the background is from an actual TV series called The Saint. Now, the Japanese group that actually does the music is called No Name, as in KNOW name, the K in parentheses. I'm going to change the music now before we get copyright strike. Where is it? So essentially, it's basically a group put together by I think it's by Toho, comprising a few. Yeah, it's by Toho Animation Records. So apparently, this is not the only anime that they've done music for. They've done it for a few of the series. So the two guys in the picture, the top guy is called Miyazaki Makoto, and the guy at the bottom is Motsuki Shuhei, are the two people that actually wrote for Spy Family. The group is quite big. Ada macam 8-10 orang, and obviously they got different vocalists singing. For as you remember masa episode diorang dekat castle, masa Lloyd kena pretend to be bondman to rescue Anya from the bad guys from season 1 tu, ada No Name produced a rock song masa diorang. So essentially the reason I brought the Saint up, I mean, it's quite good that these guys bukan nak kata copy, tapi lagu-lagu dalam filem-filem spy, kalau kita tengok wayang-wayang klasik macam James Bond, The Saint, Man from U.N.C.L.E, they've got a particular type of motif to it, and they kind of followed that faithfully. So similar to The Saint just now, you got xylophones and all that dalam the actual song music background in Spy Family. So if anybody interested, as you could see dalam overlay ada dua gambar ni kan, this is for season 1, that's for season 2. You can check out to see. For me, the funniest piece of music, background music, is lagu masa Anya, because dia pasang flute. Lagu tu actually tema keluarga dia orang, tapi bila Anya dia out of tune tau, dia macam I was driving the car, I was like almost crying, nangis pasal kelakar gila because dengan mata Anya besar macam so yeah, hats off to No Name lah. So check them out. So okay, onwards to basically now outside the ship, Anjung goes to school. Not show off. You go first.
Yeah, because this is Anri's episode. Ni Anri episode.
I know, okay. but sekolah tu is before this one, but this I will put this overlay lah. Anyway.
Yeah. So basically, this whole post cuti punya session, aku ada satu komen je. Kesian tapi pada muka Anya, sebab she's definitely excited aku naik cruise. Tapi
orang lain macam
like, kau masuk S punya ni ke SS punya ni?
Third class.
Aku nak cakap, aku segan lah. Lepas tu aku cakap, aku jumpa orang ni. Siapa tu? Lepas tu whole storytelling kena potong by Becky. Macam like, aduh, aku tahu lah Becky wasn't trying to show off. Because that is natural for her.
Yeah.
But the fact that Anya tried to like steal my attention, aku jumpa mama ni. Ini villain besar. Lepas tu semua orang macam like, tak pernah dengar pun siapa mama villain ni. Dan Anya macam like, aku dah jadi penipu rupanya, kena kutuk as penipu. Itu padam okey lah.
Because she was telling the truth kan. Tapi pirates lah apa, tapi siapa nak percaya?
Pirates semua orang macam like, aku tahu lah kau baru tanda kau kena curi Anya, tapi janganlah menipu ni Anya. Aduh
tapi balik dari sekolah, dua family dia yang kaki penipu in the first place tell her, no, lying is not good. Mak bapak dia kaki penipu nombor 1. Well, out of bukan jabatan tapi dia have to like menipu tak bagus. Yes, but of course we're gonna turn this to you take it now. You have the floor.
Yes. I am right. I'm always correct. I told you Becky is the best little girl character in this show. I was correct. She got like one episode. It's probably the best in season 2. The Becky NTR story is gold from start to finish.
Kelakar gila. Aku suka gila.
It's funny as hell. She's like, she's not trying to be funny, but everything she does is like, oh my god, it's so cringe, so uncomfortable. But it's so funny. You're not comfortable. You see, oh shit, is this going to be a borderline, what you call that, pedophile apa punya situation? It feels like it, but the girl's doing it. So, do we feel bad or do we feel entertained, or both? It's emotional. Damn it.
It's a grey area. Because lah you balik rumah kata, oh she must be saying this because Lloyd was playing with her.
Lloyd. Dia panggil Lloyd sama.
Playing, what do you mean? Playing? I was like, oh, I'm so uncomfortable. Tapi yang bestnya, Anya could obviously read the mind of Becky and she was like, what? Mata dia besar. Listening to Becky.
You see kan, Anya kan, dia punya loyalty kan, it's zero tau. Dia sama jadi anak Becky tau. Chef. Nak pergi sekolah dengan helikopter. Duduk dalam istana. Shopping every day. Boy, she said, Becky is bring up a lot of good points. Betul.
And then just to add fuel to the fire with regard the situational comedy is that Lloyd ni pun, ni anak BLACKBELL perhaps I can get a few more information. Ingat anak dia tahu ke bapak dia buat apa? Confident dia macam probably not.
We see things from Becky that's very cringe, and then we hear a lot cakap kan also very cringe tau. It's like a sexual predator kan. Try to find information through MRC kan. To chat kan what do you like to eat, where do you like to go during your free time.
Masalahnya yang tu sexual predator tu menggunakan soalan tu sebagai excuse nak berborak. Ini tak.
Best question.
Ini Lloyd memang nak tanya, kau makan kat mana so dia tahu restoran. Tapi ini sound like a predator.
The number one question kan, sexual predator ask online kan, do you get along well with your father? I'm like, oh shit, Lloyd. Chef category. Chef. Bodoh gila. Oh man. Might as well tanya kan, what's your age, sex, and where do you live? ASL. Oh shit. I was laughing. And I was checking the other anime reactors kan. They were laughing too. Because this thing is hilarious. And Becky played dia punya role very well this episode. Whoever dia punya voice actress lah buat lah. You really see kan a 7-year-old trying to seduce a 30-year-old guy. It's amazing.
Becky, let me quick look. Becky BLACKBELL, dia punya Apa seiyu dia? Becky BLACKBELL. Seiyu dia adalah manalah pula? Oh, the name sounds familiar. Kato Emery Kato. Oh, tua juga. Oh, she's in Puella Maji Madoka Magica QB. I don't know who she is. She's married in Black Butler. Let me see if there's any other anime that I kenal. She's 40 years old actually. She is she's in Isekai Quartet. Ni pun aku tengah pilih. Oh, she's I remember now. Kobayashi-san Dragon Maid. She's the girl classmate Kana yang dia macam Becky juga. She's just like Becky.
Also Becky character.
She's Rico. So memang padan lah. Okay. Shaz, you got anything to add to the NTR episode? Or you happy with it?
I mean, it was hilarious lah, but I'm more of a Anya fan than Becky.
Tapi Anya punya mind reading masa bab ni was funny. I thought mata dia besar, mata kecil. Because anybody who's into figure collecting, as you know, that they have the Android. So Android dia yang standard ni, dia ada boleh tukar faceplate. So mata dia besar pun yang tengok ke atas. Baru ni I'm waiting for it now. I think they have released it. They have released it. But 8 lagi faceplate. So it has all the muka nangis, mata yang besar titik tu, muka stone tu. Yang maksud dia chef. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to get that. So anyway, so that's the second last episode. And then we've got the final episode, which was the one where he bonded with
Bond.
What's his name? Bond. Pan. Apa panggil? Putting aside the pun to that. As much as it was like this is also another thing macam a bit of a downer, macam it is in the manga unfortunately, and they had to put it in. And to their credit, they had actually, like, for the first 3 episodes of the season, putting in as much of the filler episode. I mean, I hate to call it filler episodes, but the way that Endo does the manga, because dia suka buat situation sahaja, as well as showing some degree of continuity in the background, a lot of the things look standalone. So the standalone episode was actually actually there was one more bit. Wasn't that a bit where it showed Nightfall training lagi? It was quite funny. Lepas tu dia suki. Dia tu psycho. Dia punya seiyu is Ayaderu, which is Ayane Sakura. She's a very talented seiyu. But she is known to do a lot of kooky characters. Like dia in herself, a lot of fans like her because dia tak adalah cantik macam the voice actress for you know, like Akara Kito kan, dia cantik gila. Which is Nezuko punya voice actress, for example. Ni sebagai contoh. Tapi Ayaneru ni dia a lot of fans suka dia because dia macam tak betul sikit. So dia memang sesuai lah jadi Nightfall. Memang sesuai sangat. And she can go from budak kecil suara sampai ke suara deep gila. And Yeah, but what I like about this episode was other than the bit where fine, bonding with LOID, saving people in the fire and that kind of stuff. Did you notice at the end ada macam, sorry about Syah tak tengok, tapi I don't think it spoils a lot. Dia macam montage, dia buat montage of what the individual characters were doing, and I thought that was quite nice way to end this season, especially when we know that there's no second core. Have you got anything to add to it? Have I got pictures for this? Not. Let me put this. Have you got anything to add about this last episode? Pretty much just the funny thing was the dog when it got wet. That's about it lah.
It wasn't even that funny lah. I think wet dog lah. Aku kesian tau. I'm like, that's pathetic looking dog.
Who does that dog remind you when he got wet? Bon. When he got wet, who does? It
looks like the headmaster from sekolah. Eleganto, yeah. I'm surprised there's no second core for second season now, because usually they have second core. Wow.
I know, but they've done the film. What? This is the problem. Unless they want to do a mapa lah.
There you go. You get fucked if you know they're doing something extra for that particular season. Kalau boleh no movies
One thing that I like to comment is I think we'll do this in the Harapan section lah, because I don't think we have anything else to say about this. So kita akan segmen Harapan ya. Okay, harapan kita orang. I mean, pasal as we all know, selepas ni ada, in fact bukan selepas ini, dah tunjuk pun di Jepun, tapi kita di luar Jepun je lah. Tak dapat tengok yet. We don't even know of a date yet of Code White, the film about another holiday. This time also penuh dengan aksi dalam trailer dia. Talking about trailer, why don't we have a quick look at it now? Yep, there you go. So, I mean, as much as I'm looking forward to this, this is one reason that I think that we do not have a second core. But that aside, I felt that luckily this is written by Endo himself as well. So the likelihood of it going to be spoiled by bad storytelling, hopefully tak lah, because dia sendiri yang tulis kan, and tak mengacau original plotline, or in fact this will be added later on, in the manga episode that we've not even read yet, which is a possibility. So this is like, unlike kita tengok My Hero Academia keep on churning film after film, and they all have nothing to do with the actual story. Non-canon. But that aside, though, oh god, I've got a feeling that I'm starting to lose the plot here. What are your views on the Code White film from the trailer at the very least?
I don't think it's necessary. They're just doing it because of the money. Like most of the franchise punya holder when they get successful. One Piece, My Hero Academia does it. SPYxFAMILY is doing it. I don't think it's necessary. It's not like Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, when they make movie, memang nampak it's all non-canon. They just do it for the extra content because they have Akira Toriyama ada banyak idea and he has to let it out. So we see a lot of Dragon Ball movies non-canon and we accepted it as it is. But in this, and it has never ganggu Dragon Ball punya series punya stories tau. Okay, tak suffer. This is different. Season 2 suffered for this. I don't think it's necessary. I may not watch it. Depends on the movie punya cinema punya listings lah. Okay. Kalau
if they're doing a Godzilla -1, you'll probably not going to get to watch it.
I'm going to watch Godzilla -1 by far.
Yeah, but kita kena tunggu video atau streaming lah. Shaz, what are your thoughts on the film from the trailer?
So this was an original story written by Ando lah.
Ando lah, bukan yang orang lain tulis.
Then he explains it all lah. Firstly, it's an obvious cash grab. Nothing wrong with cash grabs. But only when Anri mentioned if the normal season suffer, then kita sedih sikit lah. But in any case, you can see that the story structure is pretty much the same as the cruise punya ship. So the cruise punya storytelling was probably the most long form storytelling. You had a major plot. The main characters get involved, and then shenanigans go all the way lah. So in this case, most likely what I was going to see is that all of the main characters are going to show up somehow, and then because kita dah ada one holiday storytelling punya main story with Yor as the main, so now dia akan guna LOID as the main focus of the the filmnya plot. So I'm looking forward to watching it because again I like the characters as long as they're consistent. Cuma itulah it's if he does not refer back to the events of this film in the rest of the following seasons, it's probably optional. But if you like Anya punya family in general or any of the other characters, give it a watch lah. It'll be interesting to watch in the cinema. And kebanyakan orang yang akan tengok datang tu pun orang yang kenal Spy Family. Because that's how anime films tend to be. Dia tak ada macam like oh look, it's a new show. What do we want? Do I want to watch or not? Anime films tend to be only by the fans. I mean the audience lah. So there'll be a lot of contagious laughter. Cuma whether kalau for Anri, whether Becky and Miss Sherwood akan show up ke tak lah. That's the question.
Tadi ada sikit.
Tahu tak? Tapi kalau
you mean like
bye bye, we'll see you later, then that's not worth it lah. But if it's central to the plot, where like Becky is on this holiday together with the father for the first time, that'll be great. That'll be great story development lah.
Aku just nak add, I think that the only thing that suffered was the fact that I don't think it suffered with regard the actual what the story is going to be told in the actual main storyline, because as I said, it was in the manga was already out way before the film was muted. To the only thing it affected the studio's decision to, instead of doing 24 episodes, they just did 12. So whether or not the quality of the animation, personally aku tengok macam tak effect pun. Tapi before we go on, I need to apologize dan memberi ralat satu. Actually, it is based obviously on Spy Family, but the screenplay is written by this chap called Okochi Ichiro. He wrote Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion, season 1 and season 2. So it is written by somebody else, but he's known to have like done other stuff as well. Done some episodic screenplay for this Turn A Gundam. Shaz, have you heard of that Gundam punya?
Turn A Gundam, aku tak tengok because I hated the missile-nya design.
I mean, like this guy has also done a screenplay with regard to season 2 for Spy Family as well. He's going to be involved in Kaiju number 8, the upcoming anime, and other things that he's done in the past include Devilman Crybaby, Black Butler, as I said, Code Geass, Eureka 7, yeah. Azumanga Daioh. But macam tu je lah. Let's hope kalau orang lain buat screenplay, then looks like again it'll be like a retraction lah of what I said. Then it's unlikely lah gonna be unless Endo choose to include the plot line later on in the story. So but from the looks of it, I mean, in our experience with other franchise, then it's gonna be standalone lah. Nampak gayanya. Just hope it's not disappointing lah. But it does feel from the trailer, it does feel that this has got a potential to be better than the Lawan Atas Kapal lah.
It probably is going to be better, but here's the big question now. The movie itself could be 90 minutes to 100 minutes, or at most 130 minutes a movie. Compared to what we could have had, which is basically 12 episodes for part 2.
Because dia dah tunjuk dah, it's 110.
110 minutes.
150.
So they're giving us a 110-minute movie instead of another 12 episodes for part 2.
Okay, in their defense as well, I have to say, unfortunately, the plot line in what is potentially, again, this would be, now we are talking about Harapan kan. Season 3 kita obviously tak tahu bila akan tunjuk. I think at the rate of how Endo releases his chapters for the manga, which currently seems to be once every 2 weeks, some hardworking manga bukan nak kata dia ni malas, but I think it's good that he paces himself in such a way, because by making a chapter a week is hard work, really hard work. Dia Endo ni sometimes dalam 2 minggu tu, kadang-kadang bila kau buka ada show apa, Shonen Jump punya dia bagi centerfold of a lukisan, kata please be patient. The next episode, the next chapter will be out in another 2 weeks. So yalah, dia pun nak cuti juga sometimes kan. So you get a few bits of that. So I think I've mentioned this before in previous Bedah that they shouldn't be rushing things lah. The earliest ini spekulasi saja. Autumn 2024, if at all. Yeah. As I said, to top this off, apa nak cakap? Kan, the fear of things are not going outwards with regards to plot development or interest or whatever. That's so we don't get bored of it. I mean, obviously, it's still popular and hype in Japan at the very least, by way of the tie-ins with shops, restaurants, toys. So that interest is being maintained lah. Actually, I meant to say harapan. Harapan. My harapan is actually, as I said just now, Code White bila kita tak tahu outside Japan bila tunjuk. But of course, in season 3 yang kita tak tahu bila ni, tu dia, Bini Donovan Desmond, Melinda, halaman Linda, ku nantikan kau, halaman Linda.
She's coming out next season.
She should be, because she's first introduced in this. Tapi muka dia stone sial. Dia ultimate MILF lah. Dia arah-arah very very horror. Tapi when you read the story further on, then you start to see who is she actually, because kita akan belajar dynamics keluarga dia, macam mana anak dia view dia, macam mana dia view husband dia, because dia this is slight spoiler, bukan dia nak bagi tahu plot, tapi she's a dia tai-tai lah, dia bini ex-prime minister. She goes to macam pergi Harrods dengan kawan-kawan kaya dia, minum teh, makan kek. Dia ada datin punya volleyball team. Masa tu dia ajak Yo join volleyball team dia orang. Tu yang Yo jadi baik dengan dia. And when Yo balik ke rumah, Lloyd macam, you didn't know who that was? No? So Lloyd pun macam, oh bagus ni. Tapi it's more than that lah. Lepas tu there gonna be a few more because back to the bit where I said season 3 macam nothing pressing immediately, because lepas ni ada one particular arc which is okay, and then it'll be the Lloyd punya back story, and then it'll be Melinda lah. So I got a feeling if that one is matched with another core, jadi 24 episode for season 3, that would be quite good actually, because lepas introduce dengan ada satu arc yang quite good actually, quite good I hope. So siapa yang dah baca manga will know what I'm talking about. Ingat Keanu Reeves dengan Speed je. But that's about it lah. That's my harapan. But I'm saying all this because I've read it. You guys got any additional notes to mention about your harapan, just for example?
For next year, for the next
season lah.
Next season well actually I'm hoping to see more of the same. Because memang aku fokus kat karakter dia saja. But it'll be interesting to see Becky punya family punya development. Sebab they've always been like, ni Becky and you do not know the rest of the family. Yang kita selalu tengok macam family
driver dia. Again, slight spoiler, watch out for the driver. So
interesting. But aku rasa I'm more anticipating the film lah.
Sama lah juga. So I'll be looking forward to see lah. Whenever.
So it's going to be a visual thing lah. Seeing it on the big screen kan.
Because macam masa kita tengok, you see, this is the issue with, I don't know lah, different anime film, different ni lah kot. Macam Boy and Heron keluar, well, at least keluar kat Malaysia just about dengan UK about the same time dengan anywhere else around the world juga. But it didn't take that long, it was like a few months. Tapi macam first Slam Dunk, so different. Aku tengok bulan 2, Brazil dapat bulan 8 tahun ni. I think the film was shown in tahun ni pula 2023. They showed the film in 2022. Yeah, so did you watch first Slam Dunk, guys?
Yeah. Oh itu aku cakap tadi, aku confused timeline dia. I thought it was 2022.
It was in Japan. Probably korang dapat awal kot.
No.
Itulah, pasal dah tak ingat.
Korang memang dapat awal daripada UK, but yeah, I didn't. I've never. I think I've mentioned in my social media. I bought all 31 episode chapters. Chapters, volume of the manga. So I'm looking forward to read it lah. And I'll watch the manga. Because a lot of people say,
I think you can watch it on Netflix. Slam Dunk.
Yeah, because for a sports manga, because you would have thought benda-benda jadi baik tengok kan, tapi I've read bits of it. I was laughing my head off at the main character, like he's an idiot. Typical lah. Tapi it's a bit dated lah. Tapi because aku uncle kan, so aku macam joke-joke zaman tu aku macam boleh layan lah. Sorry. So I think we got, okay, that's it for harapan. Shall we go on to the next section, the last section?
Well, I haven't told you my harapan yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, sila. Silap. Harapan
think
Anri.
the next season, I think I'm guessing it's going to come out in 2025. But like you said, since Spy Family kan is a very hot franchise, there are a lot of other companies nak buat collab kan. Maybe they'll push it into production cepat sikit kan, on autumn or fall 2024. It could happen around that time lah. But paling lambat 2025 because they do not want to push it too long until just due. By the time I hope, even though I tawar hati nak tengok the movie kan, I'll probably watch it. But like I said, after I watch something else lah, macam Godzilla Zero lah, I'm pretty sure it's going to come out before or during the same time dengan Spy Family movie lah. Maybe it's before White Day, February, Valentine's Day.
White Day is March 15. Sekejap. Hari tu ada something on social media, tak tahu ni Palatau punya website tak? Dia tulis Godzilla -1 will not be shown in Asia by Toho. Aku cakap, ya betul, but nobody in BUZZPOPTV picked up. Have you guys heard anything about this?
No. I haven't heard anything new in my radar. Harapan saya, okay, we see how good the Becky episode is. I want more Becky episodes, but hopefully dengan Nightfall. So we have all the gila in one.
Yeah, because the bit after jumpa Melinda Desmond tu, that arc is action based. Then that one ada Nightfall. That's gonna be interesting. I
don't know if there's going to be a Becky Nightfall episode in the manga. I didn't read the manga. I hope there is. Kalau tak ada, they better make one. And I want Melinda appear in the next season. Tak kisahlah first core, second core. I think it's about time we see more of the Desmond punya storyline.
Yeah, aku anticipate from the pacing of the manga. I got a feeling, say that let's anticipate this. Kita speculate yang dia akan 2 core. At the end of the first core for season 3, that's when Melinda Desmond pops her head and introduces herself. Because dalam manga tu quite cool. Dia macam lepak muka dia mata stone tu kan.
Yeah.
My name is Melinda. Oh, damn it. Syaz.
Movie ni dah keluar ke?
Movie ni dah keluar kat Jepun 22 bulan Disember. Kita je lah tak tahu. US, UK tak tahu. Dia kata 2024 tapi dates even just now pun aku check just before kita start. Mana tahulah hari ni keluar Twitter information ke. So kita tak tahu lagi. Okay. Right. So to top it off, since now we are at the beginning of 2024. Aduh, masih lagi ingat ni 2023. Mari kita tengok apa kita anticipate atau sedang tonton for musim sejuk 2024. Okay, right. Let me get rid of this. Okay, I'm gonna start with you kali ni. Yes. Kau ada apa-apa title yang kau looking forward to this year?
A few of them actually. First nak habiskan free run tu.
Yes.
Towards the end of the year tak sempat nak go through, tak sempat nak fokus lah on things. Sebab kawan pun aku tak habis lagi. So it'll be nice.
Don't worry about it. Take your time. And
then I didn't realize Goblin Slayer 2 dah keluar.
This is what I'm surprised that Anri didn't mention. Did you watch it, Anri?
I watched everything. It's pretty good.
Pretty good, huh? So
I'll be watching that lah. That's great because the thing is Goblin Slayer ni is easy for people to make memes of. So kadang-kadang aku tengok kalau I see any people sharing ni mesti meme lama ni. So I mentally shield myself from spoilers, but just thinking ini meme lama. So I don't care. So I'm safe from that. So aku have zero. Aku tak ingat apa-apa lah about any plot leaks anything lah.
But FYI, the best meme that result from Goblin Slayer kan is Goblin Slayer berkawan dengan Freeran. Bawah tu is basically racist powers activate tau. Hate goblins, hate demons.
So
they both racist.
The what do you call it? The one that I'm really looking for, that I know is coming out in this year, or kalau delay mungkin next year, aku tak tahu lah, is the new Gundam Seed punya film.
Yes. You mentioned about that. Because this is Gundam Seed, right? Okay. Yeah. Let's have a quick look since we are on the topic.
Ada trailer
Ada.
Aku dah tak ingat.
I think we can watch this on Gundam Info lah pula.
Tak, this one will probably aku nak tengok kat cinema.
Cinema.
They'll probably launch it there. Oh no, I need to rewatch this trailer.
It looks very good lah.
Looks very cinema movie punya level production and looks of it.
Sunrise. They've been doing this for decades. I mean, I'm not tak risau lah. Orang Gundam fan memang sudah lakus.
Gila tak gila, aku dah pre-order the 2 new kits.
Serious shit.
Bodoh. But in any case, it's in general, kalau an IP that I enjoy, even though aku tak habis tengok the current season or whatever, I don't mind watching it at the cinema. Because usually kalau Jepun, if they bring it to cinema, dia punya production level is very high.
Jap. I think this is bulan 4, I think, di Jepun.
Ya ke? Then I hope Gundam Info re-release balik the ni lah, all the other seasons.
The original. Sorry. Wait. 26 Januari kat Jepun. This month, 26.
Oh, that means Malaysia should not be too far back lah.
So hopefully balik raya kan. Dude, kalau aku balik raya ada, jom lah kita pergi.
Boleh. Our panelist seorang lagi tu pun dia dah excited.
Yang mana?
Munira. Yeah, she's waiting to see it also.
Munira, you have to come from Sabah. Jahat gila. Macam dia tak boleh tengok.
But yeah, and of course, assuming it launches kat Malaysia in this year, is of course SPYxFAMILY punya filem lah.
Wah, SPYxFAMILY punya filem.
Anime lain I tak sure, sebab I tak lost track anime yang coming out.
Fair enough. Pada in the meantime, pada penonton yang ada sekarang ni, kami ada actually we did a quick 5-minute rundown of 2024 anime with Anri and Nazir. I was actually trying to Anri, aku ingatkan aku nak panggil korang lah buat video lagi satu kan. Tak payah. Kita dah cakap lah nak buat banyak kali, buat apa pun kan, yang kita masuk livechat.com tu. So we found it. So what's your 2024 harapan? I mean, like, what are you going to watch?
I thought winter 2024 kan is going to start off slow and lame tau, but they are starting off with a big bang tau. I mean, there's a lot of heavyweights that start a few days ago tau. The first one yang saya tengok yang betul-betul bagus was the 3rd season of Classroom of the Elite. Dah start dah.
Oh yes, you did say. Yeah.
It's very it's a intelligence thriller. Okay.
I apologize because bagi kita buat video yang 2024 tu, actually Classroom of the Elite was the second picture because it was written in Japanese punya title. Aku terlepas pandang. So you mentioned it later. We could have mentioned about it early on. So apologies for that. But yeah.
Yeah. And then the second was surprising thing that I found out is the slot for SPYxFAMILY ganti dengan Solo Leveling episode 1. Dah keluar dah.
Oh yes, the manhwa, the Korean,
and it's pretty good. Yeah, for first episode it's pretty good. I feel a bit let down because there was certain.
Is it made in Korea or is it made in Japan?
Okay, it's made in Japan, but a lot of production houses involved are from Korea. A lot of the art directors are from Korea because of the manhwa punya status lah. But I'm surprised they didn't culturally appropriate to the Japanese punya culture tau. It's the main character punya nama is Sung. So the heroes, the protagonists are Korean, like in the manhwa. So I'm surprised and glad lah they stick it to the original source material. There's no namanya Sunggu kan guys ini kan. They didn't change it to Satsuki or something like that lah. So
well they shouldn't lah, tak bagus lah, tak best lah itu. Kan?
Yeah.
Kepada yang tak arif, Solo Leveling is actually a quite good, well acclaimed manhwa series from Korea. Unfortunately, the artist died, didn't he?
The artist
guy died. But did he die after finishing the story or cerita tu?
No, he didn't. Hampir finish.
Oh, so what do you know the status of the story with regard
to they're still doing it? New art guy doing it. It's not as good as the original guy. But here's the thing: Solo Leveling kan, the story kan is very good, progress is very good. But at the end kan it's feel rush and let down. I cannot blame the series because the art guy could be suffering at the time of the process, and the story guy probably is affected by it as well. Mungkin dia pun sakit juga. This thing is not stress free. It's quite stressful. They have a tight schedule, so I appreciate what I get from Solo Leveling. I hope for the sake of the animation series kan, they have some changes at the end so that we can have a satisfactory ending. And I hope kan that this doesn't end up like most anime yang Korean kan that to Japanese tau. It's like, have you seen God of High School?
I'm aware of it, and that's a Korean punya.
It has a good first and second episode. Actually, 10 out of 10 good episodes for the first 2 episodes. 10 out of 10. But after that, everything goes down to hell. Memang
actually bahasa macam aku tak buat the what you call it overlay for this, but let's have a quick look lah. Oh yes, dia punya paling korok ke apa kan, dia punya level. Tapi he builds it out sendiri, hence the title.
He starts off as class E. E class. This part kan betul-betul takut lah.
Looks bloody good man. Dah start kan?
Dah start dah. But I think if you want to watch the series kan, you wait until next week lah. So you have 2 episodes to binge lah, because if you just watch episode 1 kan, kita fuck lah, I want episode 2 right now.
Yeah. Hari you said dia ganti Spy Family punya, dah episode tu dah tunjuk? Yeah.
Episode 1 dah tunjuk dah.
Last week or semalam?
We're supposed to get Spy Family yesterday, right?
But yes.
But we didn't get it. We get this.
Yeah. So next week lah episode tu.
Yeah. I'm guessing that they switch this to Solo Leveling from Spy Family because they need someone in the lineup to carry on the prime time whatever it is lah, hour for anime lah.
Shit, it looks good man. And that's the Crunchyroll logo, so that means I can watch it on Crunchyroll lah. For me lah. You tengok mana kat Netflix?
I played the Fifth Commandment.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, is it available in Korean?
This
Would be
in.
nice. No, the dialogue. I just wonder if you can watch it in Korean. That'd be great, actually.
I think it's available in Korean. A lot of this anime yang based on manhwa kan, they purposely have a Korean version.
Yeah, because they should actually, because I like to see that. So, any other titles, man, that you have?
Two more titles yang perlu tengok or watch out.
Yep.
Hopefully coming either this season or next season.
Yep.
The second season for Tanya the Evil. What's the other one? The Konosuba season 3.
Ah, yes.
And
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And the other big title yang aku nak watch out is the movie. Overlord ni movie tu, the Holy Kingdom nya series tu.
Yeah.
Coming out this year.
Yeah, at last. Well, at last, Syaz, gila. Kita buat ni tahun berapa tak kita buat session ni. Kan, kita dah cakap. And dah lah cerita ni, wayang ni, is not a continuation. It's slap bang in the middle.
Kan, there was a sudden gap in the storytelling.
Exactly.
Cerita ni.
So I'm not showing it. You guys can look it up on Google or on YouTube. There is a teaser less than 1 minute, basically just showing the apa nama setan pakai spek tu. Dia pergi approach the Holy Kingdom punya gate dengan selambar. Hello, kami nak datang. Lepas ni kami nak hancurkan pekan kau. Kan kami akan look forward nak dengar korang menangis-nangis, menjerit-jerit, sakit. I was like, bloody hell. So, itu pasal aku kan, Overlord ni macam, aku ambivalent sikit dari segi nak sokong ke, nak benci ke, nak gelak ke, because it's a bit of everything, because he's taking it like a game. Like, okay, aku jahat, orang jahat, kita ha lah, macam Dr. Evil lah kan. Tapi, the actual disaster, mayhem he imposed on populace of castle semua are real. They all die, they all suffer, hilang mak bapak semua, anak. So yeah, it'll be quite interesting to watch lah. So ni Mamat ni, apa nama lah, Mamat Spec. Oh god,
he is slowly descending into true evil lah.
Yeah, I have to look at this because aku akan tidur ya. Overlord, Devil Glasses punya lah search dia. Demiurge. Demiurgus.
Yeah, Demiurge. But his name, dia punya alter ego kan, is different.
You mean the actor?
No. Demiurge memang nama dia, but he put apa mask kan, apa berlakon as the.
Oh yeah. Because
he goes by that name in this movie.
When he approached the castle, he was
that
character. Yeah.
Apa nama Diablo something lah. Forgot it. Something like that.
Ni. Yeah, Jaldabok.
Yeah.
Demon Emperor. Okay, cool. I've got a list of my own, but I'm going to start by obviously kita ada a few comments from chat with the anticipation of Catherine the Great ni dengan aku ni macam sama mentality ya. Dia kata chain soldier. Yes, I think I've mentioned this to death. I actually watched it. So I've watched dia orang cakap kan tahun winter 2024 ni ada 3 anime yang actually this was mentioned by this YouTuber nama Chibi Reviews. 3 new titles to watch in the weekday. What is this? This is Hari Kamis. Aku ada manga dia very well drawn and all that. And it is a sus title, that kind of thing. In essence, dunia Earth is macam mana cakap? There's a demon punya dimension kind of merging with with us, and now and then you get pockets where you can accidentally masuk ke dimension setan ni. And then di waktu ni pun hanya perempuan saja dikurniakan kebolehan untuk lawan this demon by eating a peach. This special. All this condition lah. Peach. And then dia punya main character dia, flipping at what's her name? I'm not putting the trailer for them. I've put it already. She's voiced by Akari Kito, the voice actress for Nezuko and many other people. So essentially, she's the leader of Squad 7. So masa budak lelaki ni termasuk, as I say, one of the dimension. So dia buka phone dia kata, it looks like you are accidentally termasuk. Sit quietly and wait for the demon defense unit to come to rescue you. So before she arrived, demon dah mula keluar. Demon ni rupa dia orang macam, they look a bit like those hollows from Bleach. So you can't help by thinking, oh, banyak agak derivative, but then again, you know, I'm not watching here to watch originality. I want to watch the cerita ni ecchi. But it's on Shonen. It's on Shonen Jump Plus. So basically, she said, okay, I need your help to get out of this predicament, because by the time all the setan demon sudah dah. How? Kau jadi aku punya slave. Okay. Betul? Dia bagi tangan dia. Dia did something to the tangan. I shall not say. Walaupun kita ada R15. Because apa aku cakap kan, dia jadi R18. And he became a slave. He became the big flipping monster that you see at the bottom there, where she's riding on. And apparently her squad mate macam, tak pernah tengok slave ni sekuat ni. Basically he can tiao all the demon lah. Nampak gila. Just to put a long story short, after killing the demon, so dia kata, you want to make this your permanent job? Betul dia fikir, kat dunia aku punya, biasalah the typical salaryman punya story macam cerita Zom 100 kan. Kau kerja kat company pun kau akan kena tiao juga by superiors, by your colleagues, kerja by ungrateful bosses and all that kind of stuff. Baik, okay lah, aku terima lah. Because and then he realized, the girl also said, after doing a good job, I have to reward you. And then biasalah dia punya, aku tak nak buat ni, tapi aku punya naluri perlu buatkan. Oh, tenyeh. So I'm watching this on High Dive. It's another. It's not Crunchyroll. It's not Amazon Prime. I think you can get it from Malaysia on High Dive, but you need to pay another subscription lah. So whether you're bothered to do so, I'll
probably watch it the uncensored version.
Yeah, but High Dive uncensored.
There you go.
But the thing is, if it's on Crunchyroll, it will be censored. Likelihood kan, I mean, as you can see from several. So, but that aside, nak tengok cerita ni pasal, okay, fine, memang ada benda lah tu, tapi it's actually quite a good story from reading the manga. So, looking forward to it. Yeah, but masalahnya the main actress je lah, dia punya voice actor, dia famous. And then as I said before, this is done by 7 Arcs, a studio not well known for doing ni. So in the theme of sus titles, aku dengan category The Great pun just as sus is this episode.
Apa ni?
Read what category, Rod.
Oh shit.
Okay. This is shown in Japan on ATX. So is Chain Soldier. ATX is a streaming channel in Japan where if any anime yang tunjuk kat sana, dia akan tak censor. So kalau tunjuk dekat TV macam TV Tokyo ke apa, dia akan censor. Okay, obviously I got to this by memes. aku nak tengok dekat Twitter. Apa ni? It's a magical girl anime with a twist. One of the voice actors, not the main one, is actually Koga Aoi, who's Kaguya-sama from the anime Kaguya-sama lah. But as you can see from the three girls at the top, you know what kind of story this is. So basically, the girl in the middle, she's a shy, introverted girl who likes magical girls. Magical girls dalam dunia dia is like a known fact. It's like police atau Superman yang kita nampak. So dia kata, oh seronoknya, saya suka magical girls. Baguslah dia orang selamatkan kita daripada setan-setan, tapi dia very shy, duduk, kat sekolah pun macam cuci kelas, isi air. Betul satu hari tu ada satu setan daripada the bad guys punya faction. It looks like this small. Korang pernah main game? Korang tahu cerita Thundercats kan? Not to snuff. Have I got the wrong? No, He-Man. Apa nama? Yang terbang tu, yang pakai yang macam wizard tu. Orko. Okay, dia macam this black Orko like creature. Dia kata, you like magical girls? Yes. Do you want to transform? Oh yes. The transform girl tu, she became this demon girl. Dia kata, asal pakaian aku macam ni? Because covering her chest was just two stars. She's like, what is this? Oh, you now belong to the enemy faction. But I like magical girls. I know you like magical girls. You like magical girls. So the shenanigans that ensued was she had to fight. Because kalau kau lawan the magical girls, it gives your magical girls a reason to function in society. So the first episode, dia dah macam terpaksa SPANK bawau nun tawauta the magical girls. Korang kira lah sendiri, AJ lah sendiri. But this one is funny as hell. I just like bodoh. You cannot watch it to get turned on, whatever. There is some nudity in this. I don't know whether you can watch it in Malaysia. If you got high def, you can watch it lah. But I don't think you can find it on Netflix ke apa. So, flipping kategori The Great ni banyak benda yang aku pun agree. This one on Netflix. This one halal.
Yeah.
This is, if you watch Free Run Shaz, you need to watch this because aku rasa lah, I put it on Facebook just now, aku rasa 2024 ni, winter at the very least, is the year of the elf girl.
Yes.
So, because this is so funny. This is done by a director that's not usually associated with Studio Trigger. Studio Trigger, anybody yang minat anime akan tahu, they've got a particular style where they do the anime. So the most recent one that we've watched among the BuzzPop people was obviously Cyberpunk Edge Runners. They've got a particular style. So macam siapa yang tengok Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, ada style dia. Dia tak typical of anime biasa. Tapi kalau kau tengok ni, dia tak macam Studio Trigger pun, mata besar semua. The director dia is new to Trigger. Dia kata, studio ni 20 minit dari rumah aku. Dah dia orang ajak, okay lah, best lah. The long and short of it is a dungeon appeared in this area, which is over the decades being filled by a lot of parties lah. So as you know, in fantasy, we have a party of knight, dengan magician ke apa. So this particular party, 4 dragon kat belakang tu, hero tu punya sister kena makan. Tapi sebelum sempat diorang, by that time some of the party was decimated even. The sister sempat keluarkan the party daripada dungeon tu. So they all outside the dungeon. The sister already in the mouth of the dragon at the time. But nak buat cerita, dragon tu telan dia. So dia kata, I need to go back before she get digested. So dia mengharap by the time dia pergi balik kat Dragon tu, adik dia hidup lagi. Tapi by that time dia kata, kita orang melemah because kita orang tak ada makan. So hence the story where they have now decided, let's go and fight, but I think we should be eating monsters too because it's free. So kakak lah, so parti dia asalnya 3 ekor tu je. The thief, budak tu, the elf, which is a magician as well, I think. Elf the magician, yeah, and the knight. So dia cakap lah, okay, dia ada resepi, buku nak makan mushroom man lah, scorpion lah. Tapi scorpion tu bila kita tengok nampak macam lobster lah. So mula-mula dia tak lalu lah nak makan. Tapi macam, and then they met the dwarf. Dwarf yang tengah tu, dia kata, aku dah duduk dalam dungeon ni berpusing-pusing dah 10 tahun. Dia tunjuk ada macam, so the star of the group is actually the dwarf because he knows how to cook the monsters. Nampak sedap sial. Tapi it's so funny because the elf is a funny girl. Dia macam tak nak makan. Then makan juga. Tapi banyak benda yang bodoh jadi kat dia. Dia macam a cross between darkness dengan dengan so
for your information, right? The elf girl masih kan? It's no doubt she's the star of this show tau.
Yes,
dia punya facial expression kan, just the first episode kan, 64 types tau they showed different facial expression. Banyak muka.
So it's funny. You know, aku dah from the get go dah bagi, I think aku dah bagi 8 out of 10 on my
same here. It's very entertaining.
So I got a feeling to people. I guess the background of the story is the story punya direction is for them to go find the dragon again to rescue the sister and obviously eat the dragon because macam dwarf tu cakap, oh dragon merah tu aku nak masak apa ni. So it'll be interesting lah to watch. Tapi
bro, I read the comic, the manga.
Oh,
it's not
the manga.
I know what happens.
Okay. So benda ni, aku tahu ada manga tapi aku macam nak beli, tak payah. Aku rasa aku nak tengok lah. Because
don't buy the manga. Just enjoy the trip.
Enjoy the trip lah. Okay. So the next one that I need to mention is you did mention this just now. Konosuba, after so many years, in the end, tunjuklah juga. Spring 2024.
There you go.
It's a new studio though. I love these guys. They are so funny.
Should watch this year.
Oh yeah, bulan 4. I mean,
I look forward to this, but I'm a bit worried now. Because the last thing we saw on the series was the Begumi series.
Yes.
And that was a disappointment. I'm a bit worried.
Yeah. Aku rasa tak berapa worried because adegan yang masa dekat throne room tu, so in between, obviously lepas Konosuba 2 which was a million years ago, aku tengah ada benda nak baca, so that because dia masalahnya light novel, aku tak suka light novel, and then there is a manga adaptation of the light novel Yen Press buat, but if I'm not mistaken it's only available digitally, so I had to get a Kindle ni. So but then pun aku macam I had to look, nobody could give a straight answer as to which light novel adaptation by the manga yang should I get to sambung the story? Because the story's all over the place actually. So the bit where they met that girl is actually in the book. If I'm not mistaken, so anybody ada komen boleh beritahu. So I got a feeling yang that Konosuba punya spin-off yang ada adik dia semua tu is but then did somebody say it's also a book also? Aku tak sure. Tapi yeah, it didn't do anything for me lah. But I think I like Konosuba, the dynamic
because everyone was there, not just Megumi.
Because kita nak tengok Megumin punya, you know, the hero punya kalapido, but she is actually a 14 or something like that. And then dengan tapi aku suka the ensemble cast is well known. All of them are well known seiyus, like yang paling depan Aqua is Sora Mamiya, and then Megumin is Rei Takashi, and Ai Kayano is Darkness. Forgot what the guy Kazuya's name is. But Kazuya tu dia main actor tu nampak macam tua tau, tapi his voice is so useful. But it's funny as well lah. Aku punya favourite, kau ingat adegan yang diorang pergi dungeon mana yang diorang cakap jangan pasang, dia nak pasang juga. And then this robot hidup and to find out that she's a sadist SNM punya mistress. Kau ingat tak?
I think
and then dia kata bang dia bodoh gila. I was like, bangangnya cerita ni, ya Allah. It's obscene pun ada, tapi obscene dia macam the fact they got eaten by frogs and they were covered in slime, so that's like a connotation lah for something else in Japanese media kan. So but they're so not apologetic for it, and that's what makes it funny. So looking forward to let it not suck lah. And yeah, you mentioned Overlord as slave as well. Okay, me and my I need to mention about another one which kind of, it's not gonna be on air until October. Anybody aware of this? Well, I'm sure a lot of you have. Dan.
No.
Yeah. This is a very well written, well drawn manga by Tatsuya Yokinobu. I mean, cantik gila lah, tapi I'll show you one bit and you do not know what hit you. Okay, nenek kebayan. I let you suckle my, if you let me gobble your. It's about a guy macam loser lah kat sekolah, typical lah, who believes in UFOs. In fact, this thing is so up to date. Now UFOs are not called UFOs. UFOs are called UAPs. And they kata, Obama has actually been to Mars. We have evidence. So basically conspiracy theory. And this girl pula, nama Momo Ayase, she believes in spirits. So the UFO believer doesn't believe in spirits. He believes everything got a scientific explanation. The girl don't believe in UFOs because she thinks these are all. So their worlds collide, and and we have this. It's by Science Saru. That's the UFO guy. I'm so looking forward to this. Dun. Nenek kebayan nak isap. So What noises are you making, Anri? What's that comment by category? Dia kata dia kata dan best. Yeah, I hope so too.
So I'll probably watch it.
Yeah. So and category also added Mushroom Magic and Muscle season 2. I think this is a Monet favorite. I never got around to watch it because I just felt a bit too derivative of. Reminded me too much of Harry Potter.
No, I decided to skip it because it reminds me a lot of Fairy Tail.
Oh yeah, you did mention about Fairy Tail, didn't you? Yeah. So I mean that's about it lah, I guess, for this session. Unless you got anything else to add? Tak ada.
Tak ada lah much.
So nampaknya kita dah tiba di penghujung sesi bedah kita semalam ni untuk season finale SPYxFAMILY musim kedua. And as we said, we're looking forward to Code White whenever they're going to show it outside Japan, and of course the season 3 lah, hopefully whenever that'll be. So kami at the moment tak ada plan untuk bukan tak buat, tapi we can't tell you what's the next IP that we want to talk about. We probably do depending on the IP, kalau benda tu macam boleh worth talk about after half the season, we'll probably do that as well. Tak ada apa kan this particular season yang there's nothing compulsory daripada previous session pun yang kita kena buat. So we'll see lah kalau ada wayang best ni. Ada
one yang lebih menarik to discuss would be free run. Tapi if the whole story is exactly how I've seen the first few episodes, tak ada benda nak sembang. Because it's so chill, they're just going around. Plot development is a very slow pace. Kau nak benci pun tak boleh. Kau nak suka pun macam like it's just an elf going through
so untuk the next, untuk this season, either kita orang macam ni lah, look at our socials and see what we can think of to do to cover, or in fact if there are films to cover, dan juga saya juga mengharap untuk do a couple of off the cuff anime related videos as well. Watch this space covering music in anime, animation in anime. So kalau plan ni jadi, because this will involve Malaysians yang ada pengetahuan dalam, if not just pengetahuan pun, they are in the thick of it, to talk about something lah. And there'll be like a live stream, there'll be like a video. So look out for it lah. So hopefully that's my next project for 2024, just to add something to the BUZZPOP Animo division punya ni. So kepada anda yang baru ke sesi, kami seperti biasa jangan lupa untuk melanggan, berkongsi, tenyeh butang like kedua laman YouTube StomaChofChaos.com dan BUZZPOPTV, laman pop culture suka ramai Malaysia, supaya anda tidak ketinggalan untuk sesi kami yang akan datang. Dan jika anda ingin menonton sesi-sesi kami yang sebelum ni, selain daripada arcade kami yang mengandungi sesi uzatan stream yang penuh, laman YouTube StomaChofChaos juga mengandungi video ringkas dengan bertema spesifik dari perbincangan kami yang lampau. So terima kasih kerana sudi bersama kami, kepada rakan panelis saya hari ini, Hot Sukaresa Badesta, kepada Syaz dan Anri. Thanks very much. Dan saya kudu mana tu Jodis mata ode. Mata tu deh. So thanks guys. Kita jumpa di masa akan datang. Mata nek.